Hello YouTube, this is KillerEve coming at you with another episode of Murders, Ghost Suspect, and we are headed into the graveyard again. Make sure they don't respawn, because that would be a pain in the ass. Right there. There's one. Two more. Not too creepy at all.
Come on, man. It can't be that hard.
Then you get over here and try.
Here we are in the oldest part of the graveyard, which was founded in the 1660s. Was that before or after the trials? Oh, good question.
This is Travis the Ghost Trapper, and we are in Salem, Massachusetts. Now, because of the scary
Ghost Trapper my butt.
ghosts are some of the tortured souls that scream and
Make sure there wasn't one back here. Doesn't want to be. Get up on top of the crypt so I can have a better, like, vantage point? Probably not. Oh wait, it's over here now. Okay, I don't think I missed anything in this part.
Sure is cold out here.
Yeah, probably should have brought our warmer jackets.
So... You think the witches can win the division this year?
Oh! Well then, I haven't been over here. Awesome.
You know, I'm pretty sure there are ghosts of witches right around this spot.
Don't worry, little boy. I'll protect you.
That works for me.
Try to keep it PG. Trying. Ah! Everybody ready to listen?
I've always been a kleptomaniac. It's not that I was lazy or anything, I was just bored. Stolen goods were always more interesting to me. I could just look at whatever it was and relive the exciting memory of the theft itself. Sometimes I was worried that I'd get caught. Other times I was riding an adrenaline rush. But it wasn't until the last thing I ever stole that I truly felt afraid. I remember it like it was yesterday, despite the years I've been trying to forget it. My friends and I snuck into a graveyard to drink a few beers like we normally did on a boring weeknight. We headed for our usual spot, an old run-down mausoleum. Only this time it was locked. It seemed someone had finally taken an interest in the dead guy it belonged to and didn't appreciate us partying there. So we split up and went looking for a new place. Finally, I found another mausoleum, and one of its walls had begun to crumble away, but I squeezed through. The inside looked the same as all the others, except for one thing. Lying there on top of the central tomb was a dusty frame that contained a wreath made of elaborately braided rope. Knowing that antiques were valuable, I took it. I figured I'd wait a week before selling it in case anyone reported it stolen. So when I got home, I hid it at the top of my closet and went to sleep. That night, I had horrible nightmares of a dead-faced hag with rotting flesh. No matter how many times I woke up, she always found her way back into my dreams. Over the next few days, the nightmares got worse. I'd wake up only to find clumps of my hair missing and my scalp bleeding. I chalked it up to stress and feelings of guilt about stealing from the graveyard. So the next day I went to a pawn shop to sell the wreath and be done with it. I could feel a shiver run down my spine when the pawnbroker informed me that the wreath wasn't made from a rope at all. It was actually made from the human hair of a deceased loved one, as was customary in the late 1800s. I wanted the nightmares to stop, so I sold it to him. Unfortunately, it didn't work that way. Now, I spend my time trying to track it down, hoping to return it so I can finally get some sleep.
Brutal, dude. Okay. Well, that's found. We can go to the church and find the other one. Scare the crap out of him. Wrong way. That was weird.
Come on, man. It can't be that hard.
You say it's not that hard, but it is. There's one more at the... Into the town and go to the church. Now it's gonna find the church again. It's somewhere. The church is near the crime scene. And back here. watch Incredibles, I have a very good memory. Oh. Oh yeah, I gotta go to that gas station as well. There was something back there. Enter the church. Not creepy at all. I hope this is right. And there it is. Oot. I want to pause here. Okay, there it is. Now let's listen to the story, shall we?
Well, it was somewhere around noon on a Sunday when I got a call from the pastor. He was looking for someone to fix up the old church. It had been sitting up on that hill, abandoned for over 40 years after getting hit by lightning back in '98. It suffered a bunch of fire damage. So, of course, I agreed to help. I knew something was wrong the second I stepped inside. As an inexplicable chill came over me. Anyway, I shook it off and I set to work. As I started tearing up the damaged floorboards, they were all bad. Well, I uncovered an old rat's nest. It seemed like any of the others I'd seen over my 22 years in the construction business, until I saw the scraps of human hair and bones that the rats had used to make it. Well, suddenly I heard the floorboards on the second floor creaking above me, and the sounds of a young girl weeping. Well, I was worried that the damaged section of the ceiling was going to give way under her weight, so, I yelled, "Hey, stop, come down immediately." Well, my voice must have startled her because she went completely silent. So I got up and I went to look for her. When I entered the room upstairs, though, I was surprised to see it completely empty. It only took me, a minute to make my way up there, and I would have heard her run off if she did. But that's when I heard the weeping again. Only this time it was coming from the bell tower. So I climbed up the long, treacherous, curving stairs at the top, and I noticed what I thought was dried blood dotting the way. When I finally got up to the belfry, I was just paralyzed with terror. Because lying before me was the withered corpse of a young girl. Judging by her sun-bleached clothes and weathered bones, it seemed like she'd been lying there for the better part of those 40 years the place had been empty. The rats, they picked her bones clean. I took off running. I didn't stop until I got all the way to town. The ravages of time made it impossible for the authorities to get any identity on this girl. It seems Salem will never know who killed her. Some people still claim to hear her weeping there. As for myself, I never went back.
Okay, so we can continue on with the story. Finally. let's go to the gas station and get what we need, huh? Yeah? Alright. Yeah, let's go do that. I don't think I've been back here yet, have I? Maybe I have. Yeah, I think I have. Yep, I have. There's a black. Nope, can't go that way.
Not going that way.
Okay, we're near the gas station. Sounds good. Or train wreck. There it is. Anything else? No. Okay, this leads us to where we're going to go. So I'm going to end the episode here. You guys have a good day / night, and I hope you enjoyed, even though I ran around like my head was chopped off.